Well, welcome to One on One. I'm Steve Adubato, coming to you from the Tisch WNET studio in the heart of Lincoln Center. It is our pleasure to welcome my gentleman. You recognize him. He's a talented guy, Tony Goldwyn. He's an actor. Yeah, you know that. He's in Network right now. Let me ask you, before we talk about Network, by the way, the guy, Bryan Cranston. He plays Howard Beale?
Yeah.
Is he any good?
He's okay, you know. He's just won too many Emmy Awards. That's my problem.
He's just like too good. And you were in that other little show. I hate when people say little show.
Yeah.
You were the president?
I was the president of the United States of America.
In what series?
For 7 years in Scandal.
How great was that experience?
Yep. Oh, it was great. It was such a blast. We had
and you worked with Kerry Washington.
So much fun. Yeah, the best cast
awesome
ever. Kerry's the best. Yep. Who's also on Broadway in an incredible play, American Son, which people have to go see.
Tell us about Network. By the way, originally done in 1976, Patty Chayefsky's Network.
Correct. Directed by Sidney Lumet, starring William Holden and Peter Finch and Faye Dunaway.
What's the matter? Couldn't get a good cast?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, won multiple Academy Awards.
Incredible.
Great film, classic. But this is a completely different experience, and yet very faithful to the Oscar-winning screenplay of Patty Chayefsky's.
And you play?
I play Max Schumacher, who William Holden played in the movie, and I am the head of the news division of a television network. Brian's character is the longtime anchor.
Howard Beale.
Renowned anchor of the station, Howard Beale, who has been forced out due to low ratings and some personal difficulties. And he tells his audience he's going to commit suicide publicly on the show, and it creates a bit of a firestorm. And the network ultimately realizes
I'm mad as hell.
They can make money off of a man who is in fact losing his mind. And so it's you know, what was a satire in 1976 has in many ways come to pass in terms of our media, what our media culture has become in reality. TV and news is entertainment as opposed to high-minded programs like yours.
I just want to clarify, you are not talking about public broadcasting.
No, I am not.
You mean the other
media? Public broadcasting is the one you know, safe space.
We're the bastion.
Yeah, the bastion of integrity.
Decency and integrity.
That's right.
Listen,
actually, it's actually true, you know, but
the others are pretty good too. They're just not us.
Yeah, there is still some really good work going on out there, but the news as entertainment and news as sensation and tabloid journalism, which really, you know, was not the norm in 1976, became much more the norm in the 90s and into the 2000s.
That's right.
And given, you know, our politics and everything now fueled by celebrity and you know, sensationalism, where the truth is a fungible thing and facts don't necessarily matter. Literally, those are lines.
You don't mean,
you know, they're spoken in Network.
You're not talking about.
We're talking about alternative facts, exactly.
You don't have them in Network, do you?
There is a line in Network where it says, "We're not in the business of morality, Mr. Schumacher." Is
yes.
Tatiana Maslany's character speaking to me. We're in the business of business, and that's pretty much what.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
What draws you to this particular character?
Well, you know, Max is a guy who really is he and Howard both of a period in journalism where television journalism was sort of, I suppose you would call it the golden age of Edward R. Murrow, the Cronkite era. They're guys who came up under Edward R. Murrow, as it's stated in the play. They refer nostalgically to their, you know, being young men in the 50s. You know, they are holding the line on journalistic integrity, and the line is completely falling apart. So, you know, Max is a guy who's trying to do that and to defend his great friend Howard Beale, who is losing his mind.
Yeah.
At the same time, Max is a flawed guy who has his own moral challenges, and he's just a very interesting, complicated, wonderful character. And to speak the words, Patty Chayefsky is really one of our greatest dramatists. So that, for us, every night, to be able to, you know, to speak the words of Patty Chayefsky is a privilege.
How many plays, how many performances a week?
We do 8.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
So the obvious question, how the heck do you keep the intensity, the passion, the stamina to do what you do in the way you do it with such a powerfully dramatic play?
Yeah, you know, doing Broadway is no joke. You know, working in the New York theater, it's and particularly in this play, it requires a tremendous amount of energy, but it's also just so much fun. But you have to keep your act together. You know, you can't you have to protect your voice, and it's much like
fit. You work out.
Yeah, you have to be fit. It's like being an athlete, really. It is.
It really, like, no joke. I mean,
I'm just doing a demanding show on Broadway 8 times a week is like being an athlete. You have to be in shape. You have to keep your voice in shape. You have to get enough rest. You have to eat properly and keep your head in the game.
What kind of audience? What kind of folks are coming?
It's packed every night. Our show, I think we're sold out. But everyone should still try and get tickets.
I was just going to say, don't do that. Don't do
I mean, it's a tough ticket to get, but it's the audiences are just loving it. You know, it's a very unusual theatrical experience. This because being a kind of as I said, it was a satire. Now it seems to be pretty much what we're living through of the medium of television.
Right.
It's a very multimedia production. Like literally, there are cameras on stage with us. And we are projected on multiple screens throughout the theater, throughout the whole time. We do one scene literally live on the street. Tatiana and I go out and do a scene walking on 44th Street, and then we walk right on stage from that.
Get out of here.
There's a lot of really cool stuff.
Hold on, Georgette, is Bill in this, your husband?
And Bill Timoney.
Bill Timoney plays?
Yeah. Plays our news director, who's fabulous.
That's a talented guy.
He is, for sure.
Isn't it? It's so interesting how you come together and the ensemble, you collaborate. Just like public broadcasting, you feel the love here?
I do, I'm feeling it.
It takes a team, a great team.
That's right.
Can I plug one more time? Tell folks again where they can see Network Tony Goldwyn and a great Belasco Theater, 111 West 44th Street. It's, listen, Patty Chayefsky, a great movie back in '76, a terrific play now. I want to thank you for joining us.
All right, great.
Wish you all the best.
Thanks.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Okay, stay there. We're right back right after. Stay there. Where's he going to go? He's not going anywhere. We'll be right back right after this.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating over 25 years of broadcast excellence. This special edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato is brought to you from the Tisch WNET studios at Lincoln Center. Funding has been provided by Rowan University, Johnson & Johnson, Englewood Health, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, New Jersey Sharing Network, the Northward Center, and by Fedway Associates. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine, serving the metropolitan New York, New Jersey area.